Matty Forge, you ready for a new comic book day show, bud?
No, man, I got a problem.
What's the problem?
I got a stage 5 virgin clinger.
Come on, man.
I don't think you understand the urgency of my situation. Not only is she a virgin, but she's totally off the reservation.
Bro, we have a job to do here.
I'm gonna go start the car. What is up, defects? We're back. This week, it's just me and Guy. We can't get all three of us on the same page for the new comic book day show, but don't worry. Jay will be back. He's taking a little break this week. For those of you that are new to this new comic book day show, this is where we take Chris Nelms' new comic book day pull list. He's an author over at comicbookinvest.com. We take that list and we break it down defect style. All right, so if you want to get a closer look at Chris Nelms' list, there's going to be a link in the description. Go take a look. Great stuff. And obviously, take a look at the whole CBSI website. There's a ton of great articles over there. Usually, before we get into the books, Jay talks about our sponsors. Guy Forge is up to the task, though. Can you fill the butcher's shoes, brother?
Those are some big shoes, but you know what? First up, we have Express Comic Book Pressing Service. You know the guy, the presser's presser. Erod 212, blazing your books, guys. 10% off. Defects 10. Erod will submit to CGC and CBCS. You know, listen, we don't send our books to anybody else. So get with the program. Send your books to Erod. Give him a call. Listen, he's the best. That's all there is to it. You know them, Mutant Beaver Comics. Guess where they ship, Matty Forge? Worldwide. One of the world's largest online retailers for exclusive variant covers. 10% off. Discount code DEFECTS10. Tell Patton the B-Man the Defects sent you, and go visit them at mutantbeavercomics.com, guys.
All right. Without further ado, let's get into those books.
Here we go, Defects. We're going to throw Chris's list up there like we normally do so you can take a gander at it. Matty Forge. Coming in hot this week, guys. Aftershock. Giving you Chicken Devil #1. What a way to start the week.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. I didn't know what to think of this until I read the solicitation. So, Aftershock Comics bringing us Chicken Devil. I don't know, but it sounds kind of interesting, actually. So, Brian Buccellato and Hayden Sherman are bringing us this one. It's basically just a regular family guy who co-owns a successful chain of Memphis hot chicken restaurants. He goes vigilante once he realizes his partner is in deep with the mob. Sounds interesting to me. I'm not going to lie. When I read that, I was like, okay, I can get on board for this. So this could be one to pick up. It could just be a fun little story. So I'm going to give it a read.
Maddie, who's one of the artists? What's his name?
It's Hayden Sherman. The writer is Brian Buccellato.
Should I do it? Sherman. Sorry, I had to do it, guys.
A lot of movie references right off the bat.
right off the bat. Oh, AWA Upshot. We got Out #1. Matty Forge, give me a little idea on what this book is about. That cover looks like it's got some stuff going on.
Yeah, this is not one for Guy Forge, that's for sure. So Rob Williams, Will Conrad. This is a weird one, but some people were looking into it, so we throw it up there for you guys. End of World War II, and a desperate Nazi officer digs up an evil force to try to help swing the battle, the war. And guess what? It's a vampire. Yeah, I know. It hasn't been long enough that we haven't got vampires, okay? So basically, they got the vampire under control. They turn it loose on some POWs that they have captured there. And basically, the story goes on from there. Doesn't give a lot. World War II, Nazis, vampires, POWs. I don't know.
Who's digging up people? Like what Who came up with that idea?
I mean, I guess when you're about to lose, I mean, you know what happens. It's the last game of the year.
I mean, you can't hold anything back at that point.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna do it every time, guys.
2 for 2.
This is
so far.
2 for 2. Arkham City, Arkham City, the Order of the New World #1 from DC Comics this week, guys. You got a first appearance in this one of Jocasta Joy and the team called the Arkhamites. I'm just gonna talk about this a second. I'm gonna read this because it's a little bit crazy. Okay, meet these Arkhamites: a woman with no face. It gets better. Hold on. A piggy in search of perfection. A man who feels nothing and burns everything. A woman who must devour life to save herself. A man unfit for the walking world who looks instead of for Wonderland. A body with more than one soul. A being unbound from time who lives in the present and the past. A boy who seeks a comfort of vermin. And the twisted man, and the twisted man who sees them all for who they are.
Sounds like a bad riddle.
It sounds like a lot of stuff going on, but this fall, Dan Waters and artist Danny on an odyssey through the deepest depths of the darkest shadows of Gotham City and find all new reason to fear the night. I get the scary books every week now. I think you guys are doing something to me.
Most
honestly.
books are scary on the list so far, and covers, cardstock is killing it, but that 1 in 25 beach variant, it's pretty nice too.
I'll tell you this one. You know what it sounds like? To be honest with you,
yeah,
scariest environment imaginable.
That's all I had to say. That's all I had to say. I was gonna do another movie thing, but that was
3
better.
for 3.
Yeah,
3 for 3. Jay's gonna love this episode. Let me tell you. Batman #114 from DC Comic, guys. If you guys are following Batman, if you're into it, that card stock is pretty cool, in my opinion. What do you think, Matty?
I just want to know one thing. Where does he get these wonderful toys?
Where does he get these wonderful toys?
Yeah, the 1 in 25 teak variant, it's that video game variant again. They're killing it with those. I like them. I like the idea there. Keep it rolling with those for sure. That's a little nostalgia for you. And the card stock's dope as hell, so I'm going Batman. Let's go.
Well, speaking of Batman, you got The Adventures Continue Season 2, #5 from DC Comics. I'm all over these guys. I mean, this just brings me back to the cartoon. I love it. You got a first appearance of Mayor Emerson Mayfield. So if you're looking for those first appearances, this might be a book to pick up.
Yeah, you see Vote Mayhem?
I do.
Yeah, you know who else you got to vote for? Jeff Johnson.
Jeff Johnson, the name you know?
The name you know, yeah.
You like how I knew that, right? Guys, we are on a roll. I'm just saying.
I don't know how long we can keep it up, but we're going to try.
I don't know. Nice House on the Lake, guys. #5 comes out this week from DC Comics. I'm going to let Maddie just give you a little insight. You got a meteor shower on cover A over there, and cardstock variant. Looks like something, she's hiding over there. So,
I mean, we know Tynian is killing it. Jay calls him Tinian. Everybody yells at us, tells us it's Tynian. The series is absolutely, it's doing great. People are loving it. People are picking it up every week. I didn't know how much steam this would have, but it really did. It's been great from the start, and I'm looking forward to issue 5. So let's see what happens. I got nothing on this one. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, you know what? It's the only lake I like is Lake Titicaca.
Wow, that you pulled that one out of your ass, huh? I'm not gonna lie. Good one.
You're
Good
welcome.
one.
Thank you. You know what? Just looking at this one, guys, from DC Comics. Maddie wanted to give me this one, and I'm just going to read this one because I think it was hilarious. Soul Plumber #1. Okay? From the creators of the last podcast on the left. Exorcism just got a whole lot easier, so thank you, Matt Forge. After attending a seminar hosted in a hotel conference room by a mysterious group called the Soul Plumbers, it's just weird, Edgar Wiggins, that's his name, disgraced former seminary school student, discovers what he thinks is a secret to delivering souls from the thrall of Satan. This just gets better as we keep going, guys.
Wow. Okay.
But after stealing the blueprints and building the machine himself out of whatever he can afford from his salary as a gas station attendant, this is like useless information, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
Edgar misses the demon and instead pulls out an interdimensional alien with dire consequences for all mankind. You know what? You miss a demon, you pull an alien. Matty Forge.
I don't know. I mean, DC, this just doesn't seem like a DC book to me. DC horror, obviously, that's the label there. The cardstock, I think that's the demon. Maybe that he missed, or the alien. I don't know. This just sounds funny. Kind of reminds me of Space Bastards, right? 1 in 25 Riley variants, not too bad. And I don't know if I'm going to pick this one up. Let us know in the comments if you do. I'm curious. I know Jay was excited about this one. But all I got to say about this is just let your soul glow.
I was going to start singing, but you know what? We'll leave it for another video.
We're leaving that one alone?
Yeah. I was going to go with the only plumbers I like are the Mario Brothers. But
yeah, well.
Jennifer Blood #1 from Dynamite Comics, guys. Matty Forge is going to tell you all about this book. Looks like an ex-girlfriend of Matt's.
Yeah, no, it actually does. And I said last week that I prefer my women with guns. So there you go. You got 2 examples of it. That 1 in 25 Yoon is just, love it. Can't, love it.
Love it.
So this is a follow-up to the Garth Ennis series. We thought Jennifer Blood was dead, but when mobsters start turning up dead in Utah, maybe that's not the case. So from Fred Van Lente, I don't know how to say the artist's name. Vincenzo Federici, I guess. Yeah, there you go.
You got it perfect.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Lucio Perillo and Vincenzo Federici.
I knew the first one. I didn't know the first one. I sometimes I get the names wrong. You made me self-conscious, guy, okay?
It's all right. They're like cousins, man.
They could be. I mean, they might be cousins of ours,
Yeah.
So, friend of me, friend of you, friend of I,
Listen, me. Look, without the gun, it's her.
That one was a stretch, but I'm chalking that one up.
We'll bring it there. Guys, this week from Dynamite Comics, we're staying strong with Dynamite. Red Sonja #2. Sonja struggles to recover from injuries, relying on Sitha to help her. Their bond grows as they travel from the city to Hamlet. And as Sonja discovers more about Sitha's past, the more dangerous her path becomes, guys. The ongoing adventure continues from Mirka Andolfo, who brought you Sweet Paprika, which was nice, and Giuseppe Cafaro from Sacred Six, guys. So you know what? You obviously are bringing those dogs into the covers. You know those dogs.
Stray ones.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Dynamite let us know. They gave us a little heads up that they were really excited about this Tony Flex and Trish Foster variant that they did together to kind of bring like a little Stray Dogs homage to Red Sonja, and you got the variant there, the trade, and the 1 in 11 Virgin. So they were pretty excited about that. Stray Dogs, we know, is a seriously hot series. So pretty cool covers on Red Sonja #2 this week. Obviously, we know there's a ton of them. We only highlight a few. So
you know what, Red Sonja, feel the rhythm, feel the ride. Come on, dogs, it's bobsled time.
Guys, for those of you that don't know what's going on, me and Guy there's not a lot of books out this week. Nope. Jay's not here. If you watched the live show I almost said last night, but the last live show, we had a whole discussion about movies. So we're just throwing out movie quotes on everyone. Some of them are pretty funny, and some of them we don't know what the F we're talking about. We're just rolling with it. We're trying to keep this train rolling. We have like 8 more slides. I don't know if we can get through it, but we just did a Cool Runnings reference to Red Sonja, which makes no sense whatsoever, but Guy did it anyway, and we're just going to keep going. So we apologize in advance. If this is the first time you're watching us, yeah, we do stupid shit.
Sit back and enjoy. Guys, this week from IDW, bringing out Marvel Action Origins #4. This is the origin of Miles Morales, retold for younger readers. I am actually on top of this beyond belief, because you know what? My kids are going to love this.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this much. It was really cool. This morning, I was on the phone with my mother, and the boys were telling what they're being for Halloween this year. And my son Anthony goes, I'm going to be Captain America, and I got Daddy's shield that I'm going to hold, which I told him he was allowed to, which he was very happy. And Declan goes, And guess who I'm gonna be because mommy can't find the black suit? I'm gonna be Miles Morales. And I go, it's Miles Morales, Declan. He goes, yeah, Miles Morales. So he's very excited. So this actually, I'm glad this is coming out next week. I'm gonna pick this up for him, and I'm sure he's gonna be ecstatic about it.
Donation. I thought you said it was the trash.
Donations. I thought it was the trash.
Honestly, these IDW Marvel action books do really well. They actually go for a premium usually when there's something going on, and we got Miles on the cover. You got Rhino on that 1 in 10, and we got an origin retold. So this might be one not to pass over in your LCS.
Just saying. Guys, this week, Star Wars The High Republic Adventures number 9 from IDW. If you guys have been following this, keep up with it. I mean, listen, it's Star Wars. Who doesn't like Star Wars?
That's true. That's true. Good point. You thought we were going to let this one go by?
No.
We just realized she went from suck to blow. We might have to cut that one out.
You did a Spaceballs reference on Star Wars. Very good. I mean, you know what? If the shoe fits.
Yeah.
Speaking of a righteous thirst for vengeance, number 1 from Image Comics this week, guys. Matty Forge, tell me about this book.
Yeah, pretty cool from Rick Remender. This is interesting. I'm just going to read this one because it was a little hard to summarize on my own words. So I'm just going to read this solicitation because they did it better than me. So when an unassuming man stumbles upon a dark web contract assassin's vicious plot to kill an innocent target, he turns himself into one. The professional meets road to perdition. That's interesting. 2 movie quotes right there. We don't even have to do it because they did it in the solicitation for us. I'm counting that. In this unlikely story of a family's unlikely guardian being hunted by rich and powerful men who are used to getting away with everything. So, again, we're getting a lot of these vibes, right? We're getting a lot of these vigilante vibes. A lot of different titles are doing this. You know, it's just they're copycatting the stuff that's working. And, you know, some of it's good, some of it's bad. I mean, Image is usually, you know, I like Image titles right now, so this is probably one I'm going to try to check out, or at least I'm going to ask somebody, hey, man, did you read this? Because I heard it was good, or I heard it wasn't good. Image has been doing good things. So, and Rick Remender, I mean, come on. You might have to give this a shot.
Listen to Matty Forge, guys. That's all I'm saying.
Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about.
The Amazing Spider-Man number 75, guys, from Marvel this week. You got that 1 in 25 Friends variant, which is pretty cool. There's a lot going on that.
Friends?
I said Friends.
Friends. I don't know. Just making sure.
German? Is he German?
He might be. I'm German.
Friends.
But
the 1 in 50 Ditko variant is pretty cool, though. That's all I'm saying.
That is pretty cool. I'm going to leave Guy. I'm just letting you guys know that me and Guy are on the same page, and this was not rehearsed, any of this. We're going off the cuff for a lot of these movie things. I'm just going to read what I have little notes here, and I'm going to let Guy take it from here because I have that much faith in him. So, Ben Reilly becomes star of the series, okay? So that's interesting. So, Guy, before you get to what you're going to say, we know Nick Spencer was out last issue. All right. And now Spider-Man, I think it's Spider-Man almost every week or 3 times a month. And they're going to just do various artists. They're going to do this for about 2 months, I think, to like 85. I don't know if it's 85 or 87. And then I think we're going to get a new arc with a new artist. But there's nothing on the books yet. So I'm curious to see where this goes. I think this story is just kind of, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be better than what Nick was doing or it's just kind of like filler stuff. But Ben Reilly is the focal point here, Guy.
Mrs. Riley. And the only Mrs. Riley.
There you go.
How many fingers am I holding up now, dear?
Maybe it's time for a thicker pair. I knew Guy would. You know what? We're on the same page here. We're just crushing it this week. I don't even know if we're doing comics or movies at this point, but we're just going to keep going with it.
Who knows? Dark Ages, number 2, guys, from Marvel this week. You got a lot going on these covers. You got cover A. You got that 1 in 25 Hitch variant, which is pretty cool. And then 1 in 50 Stegman. I mean, when you get Spider-Man right, you get Spider-Man right, man.
Yeah, I think this one was pretty much all about the covers, right? You know, this is on the list this week because it's all about the covers. Both the 1 in 25 and 1 in 50 are absolute smoke. And cover A is, I mean, that's pretty good too. I'm not gonna lie. So, Dark Ages #2.
You know who I don't see on the cover?
Who's that?
Bonesaw.
Just, I mean, Spider-Man related.
Yeah, that's why I went with it.
There you go. I mean, that counts. I'm counting that one.
You should.
We're 14 for 14.
This is ridiculous. Never know what she's doing. Guys, this week from Marvel, you have Defenders #3. I'm going to tell you, cover A, I don't like it.
Nope.
But I'm going to tell you that Juice Go. Just go. And get it. Because it's hot. I love it.
First appearance here. Defenders has been having a ton of first appearances, right?
Yeah,
who was it this week?
Moradun?
Moradun.
Yeah.
Wrecked him, down near killed him. I don't know.
Listen, I'm telling you, the Juice Go is awesome. I love it. I think it's ridiculous. I mean, even to the shark in the background, to the fish in the forefront, and my dude is jacked.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with his eyebrows and his hairline, but they kind of coincide. It feels like, but hey, this is what it is. You can do whatever you want when you're Namor.
Big Boy did it.
Big Boy did it. Big Boy did it.
Oh, guys, you got from Marvel Eternals Celestia #1. You know the boys at the Defects have been talking about the Eternals for a long time, right?
It's true.
Maddie was hyped about it. He was excited. I don't think he's too excited about that Liefeld variant. Like, he's standing on the shoulders over there. I don't know what happens. What happens to this guy?
Those are kind of feet, but I don't know.
Not even his foot is on the shoulder. It's like his heel is on the shoulder.
He's hovering on the traps.
I think it's weird.
Yeah.
But
I'm excited for the movie. I mean, I was excited for the comic series that came out a few months back, and then that just fell apart. So, hey, we're looking forward to the movies, and maybe this is a good series. What's this one about, Guy?
You got a potential for a new origin. So,
okay.
They said there is no God for the Eternals. Now that the truth of their existence is revealed, Ajak and Makari must pick up the pieces and try to find a road forward. No matter how terrifying it will be, or how their choices will be irrevocably shock the rest of the Eternals, they have to do what they have to do, Matty Forge.
You know, this will be interesting how closely this story is to previous comics, and then how closely it's tied to the movie, right?
Well, I'll tell you this, Matty Forge.
Yeah.
And let's see if you pick up on what I'm throwing at you.
Let me hear it.
I said to you, Ajak and Makari must pick up the pieces and try to find a road forward.
Well, where we're going, we don't need roads.
My man. My man. This is why it works, people. Write that down.
Don't worry, this is the last one, guys.
Guys, this week from Marvel, you have Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters #5. We're going to set a new record, by the way. This is a record.
Yeah, for the amount of people not watching.
Yeah, probably. You got cover A, which I think is a dope-ass cover. That 1 in 25 trading card variant. These are becoming a thing now. And it's just really cool. Like, he's just lounging over there. That 1 in 50 McNiven.
Do you like these covers?
Like them.
Yeah.
I love them. Why?
I don't think so. These aren't the covers you're looking for.
Oh.
I mean, it was pretty obvious, but I mean, you know, I'm running out of steam here. I don't care for these covers. I'm going to be honest.
You know what? Again, the 1 in 25 I said is I guess the trading card variant's becoming a thing. But
Yeah.
I like cover A. I think cover A is pretty dope.
All right, boys and girls, it's that time of the week. Chris Nelms' pick of the week, and as you can see on screen, he's choosing Willy's Wonderland prequel #1. This is cover C, which is the limited edition Slash in Time movie poster. That's limited to $350, guys. So this is based on the crazy Nick Cage movie. This has become a trend in the last few years. People want to imagine those freaky animatronic hosts to become homicidal. That's what Chris has to say about this one. I mean, who doesn't love Nick Cage, right? So pretty cool cover, limited, Nick Cage factor. This might be one to keep an eye out for, boys and girls. All right, Defects, that wraps up New Comic Book Day show, but don't go anywhere. Couple things, don't worry. Jay will be back next week. You won't have to get movie quotes or me and Guy all show, okay? Let us know. Did we go 17 for 17? I feel like we did. A couple were a stretch, but I feel like they should count. Let us know in the comments. You know we love it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tuesday nights, the CBSI train on YouTube rolls on. Keep It Thorough Comics with the Indie Spotlight series, 10 p.m. Eastern. Like I said, Tuesday nights. Link is going to be in the description along with all our other friends of the show. You know, Mondays and Thursdays videos, every other Wednesday a live show. This Thursday is going to be an awesome, huge CGC unboxing. So stay tuned for that. And for the pressable Defects,
may the forge be with you.